Hey guys, Pete Weintraub, permanent weight loss specialist here. I apologize if it's a little dark here. Unfortunately, it's a pretty rainy day, so even with all the lights on and all the windows open, it's a little dreary, but I'll do my best to make do. So today I want to talk about one of the biggest weight loss tips that I can provide. I know it's not about nutrition and it's not about fitness. Those are certainly components to it. It's the fact that you can't let life happen to you. I can't take full credit for this rationale, this line of thinking. This was influenced into me by somebody else in the health and fitness space. His name is DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, is a former professional wrestler. He's one of my favorites growing up as a kid. And now he has his own yoga program called DDP Yoga. So whether you want to work with me or you want a great program, he's got a great program too. He's at ddpyoga.com, so feel free to check that out as well. I'm at weightlossbypete.com. But today, let's talk about one of the most influential things he said. So I bought his program. Well, it was really given to me as a gag gift a few years ago. I was pretty bulky. I was maybe 10 to 15 pounds heavier than I was now. Pretty muscular, but I was very tight. I had a lot of chronic pain, nerve pain, muscular pain. I got stiff very easily. I was sore all the time. And my friend got me DDP yoga for my birthday. And at first it was a gag joke. I was one of those guys who lifted all the time and thought, yoga is kind of gay. No offense. You know what I mean by that. Stuff like that. But in actuality, it was one of the best things I ever tried. So after months of suffering, I decided, you know what? I'm going to try this program. I've never done yoga before, but I'm really stiff. I've heard it can help limber you up, loosen you up, and that's exactly what I need. I was going to a chiropractor and acupuncturist that worked to a point, but I wasn't getting all the relief that I wanted. So anyway, I ended up doing it for a few months. I saw great results, improvements in my flexibility, my endurance, and even my muscle mass. I stopped lifting nearly as much. My muscle mass not only maintained itself, but actually improved. So my fitness overall went up, and I'm an avid softball player, and my performance went up as well. But one of the things he constantly said in that program was one of the older programs, and he still says in the newer programs that only you can react and adapt to the situations life throws at you. It may not be exactly that, but that's the essence of what he was saying. And it's so true. It hit me like a ton of bricks at the time because there were weeks and days, just like I'm sure happened to you, whether it's nutritionally, fitness-wise, or both, where you're like, fuck this. I'm not going to do anything. But you know what? It's important that you battle through. And look, I understand shit happens. People die, unfortunately, or people are hospitalized. Sometimes you have to help them foot the bill. A family member or a close friend needs a place to live. They're down on their luck. They may even ask you for some money. You may live somewhere where you own the home, where you're renting it out, but you're responsible for repairs. And unfortunately, there's a pretty significant damage that's done, whether the sink gets messed up and floods everything. We have to have a dishwasher when we first moved in replaced. And obviously it's stressful. You got people coming into your house and doing work. Obviously you got to foot the bill and pay them. There's so many things. You could lose a job. But my point is there are so many things in life that can really, really get to you. And unfortunately, this message, I wrote an email to my list about this just before. This was prompted by a couple of clients. And obviously I would never name names. It's confidential. I would never name exactly what they're using as an excuse or what's going awry, but let's just say they've been off their game lately and I'm getting kind of annoyed and fed up about it. So I want to really force this in. If you ever learn anything from me, the nutrition and the fitness stuff, the sciencey stuff, the biology stuff, and really understanding what to do on that front, that's secondary. Obviously, those things are important and will yield greater chances at long-term health. But here's the most important thing. You cannot let the curveballs that life throws at you dictate whether or not you stay on your game. Shit happens. It's always going to. Life is unpredictable. It wouldn't be worth living if stuff didn't happen, good or bad, right? There are plenty of good situations too. You're at a wedding, you're at a bar mitzvah, you're at a communion, you're at a quinceañera, sweet 16. There's so many different things you can be invited to on the positive side where there's terrible food, where you might say, screw this, I'm not going to work out today. I'm just going to go to this later, get fucked up, eat a whole bunch of crap, and call it a day. And look, I'm not saying you can't do that once in a while, But when you're doing that all the time, saying, look, I'm busy at work, I don't have time. Something broke in the house, I don't have time. I got a parking ticket, I'm upset. Let's drink and do stupid shit. It's not a good idea. You're setting a precedent that every time something throws you off your routine, you are going to do things that are negatively going to affect not just your short-term health or weight loss goals, but potentially your long-term. Lord knows how far you go afterwards. I know with me, the second I have sugar, I need like a fuckload of it, or I'm going to go crazy. The same with grains. That's why I really try and stay away from those things. And when I have them, it's like a week-long weaning process to get back off and not want them. And that's something I struggled with. I went away on vacation to my parents' summer home in Fire Island here in New York. And let's just say my girlfriend and I did not eat well. I drank a lot while I was there as well, and which resulted in me eating more crap. And I came back about 10 pounds heavier than I was when I left. And now I've lost the weight already. It's only been 3 weeks, and I'm sure most of it was bloat, and I didn't lose a real 10 pounds. But the point is, I didn't let it spiral beyond that point. And a week for me is a very long time to stay off track. Usually I'll have like a bad meal on a weekend, and then it's fine. Like Saturday night, for example. Then Sunday I'll be good, and I'll be good all the way through to next Saturday. I do something called reverse carb loading, which I won't get into here. But the point is, things are going to happen, guys. Things happen, but you control how you react and adapt. And I'm not saying you can't be sad and you can't be there for other people and that you can't worry about certain things like, how am I going to pay for this? How much time is this going to require for me to fix this or be there for this person or look for a new job or whatever it is? I'm not saying that you can't worry about that. You don't have the right to do that. Of course you do. You're human. I'm human. I worry about stuff all the time. I'm probably the most neurotic person you'll ever come across. But I don't let that interfere with what I need to do. And what I need to do is stay healthy. I mentioned in an earlier video, my family, especially on my dad's side, is riddled with heart disease. He just got out of the hospital. He had 4 stents put in, 399% blocked arteries. Obviously not a good thing. His 2 older brothers have had bypass surgeries on their hearts because they had such issue. And one of my cousins died very young and unexpectedly at the age of 35 of a heart attack. This is a big issue in my family. And once I heard about the study of epigenetics and I realized, you know what? I'm young enough. At the time my cousin died, I was only 19 years old. I'm young enough to do something about this. And I have, and I'm going to continue to. And no matter what life throws at me, good, bad, or indifferent, if I have a bad night, a bad meal, or I drink a little too much, that's where it ends. At most, I'll go a week, like if I'm on vacation. And this was a vacation out of the ordinary. Last year, I remember when we went on the same one, I was much healthier. But I nip it in the bud. I undo whatever damage was done, if any, and you get back onto the horse. And that's how you have to approach it, guys. Stop using your life's circumstances as an excuse. It's not going to get you anywhere. It gives you a victim status in your mind. And then you're just a victim to every little thing that comes up at you. Don't be a victim. Take control of your life. Accept that things are going to happen. You're going to have to take the time and energy to deal with them, but you also have to make the time and use the energy for yourself as well. I hope you found this helpful. So if you want to see more, please obviously subscribe to my channel down here. I believe, hopefully I got it right this time. I know I fucked up the last few times. And you can also download a free report. I'm giving away a free report on my website. Just go to weightlossbypete.com. The link is also in the description below. And basically, it's a free report that details the 5 strategies that I personally used to lose 100 pounds and keep them off. It's really informative. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. And if you can instill those 5 strategies today, I promise you that inside of a month, you'll see great changes in your body fat composition, how lean you are, how much energy you have, and you won't crave all the sugary, grainy, and processed crap that may be undoing your health and your weight issues right now. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll talk to you tomorrow.